Hey, it's Thursday, November the 6th, 2025. My name is Thom Rigsby, and this is your AmCon/ReadyCorps Daily Brief. On today's show, how strong families and prepared neighborhoods bring back something America's been missing: real hometowns. Kicking things off today, the ASAT team has the latest for you in today's Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for November the 6th, 2025. Up first today, the ongoing government shutdown is severely impacting air travel across the United States. As of the end of October, 80% of New York City area air traffic controllers are absent due to a surge in callouts. Nationwide, approximately 11,000 air traffic controllers missed their paychecks on Tuesday, marking the first time they have gone unpaid during the shutdown. This shortage is forcing the FAA to reduce flights by about 10%, causing widespread delays and cancellations. Travelers are urged to arrive early at airports, monitor flight statuses closely, and prepare for the possibility of extended waits or overnight stays. In other news, Pfizer is facing numerous lawsuits from women claiming that their birth control drug, Depo-Provera, caused the development of benign brain tumors known as meningiomas. Recent scientific studies indicate that women using this drug for over a year may be 3.5 times more likely to develop these tumors compared to those using other hormonal birth control methods. Women currently or previously using Depo-Provera should consult medical professionals to assess their risk. Turning to international incidents, a disturbing event unfolded in France, where a driver deliberately used his vehicle to assault pedestrians and bicyclists, injuring up to 10 people. Authorities report the individual is a local French citizen and, after the attacks, attempted to set his vehicle on fire while shouting Allahu Akbar. At this time, French officials are not pursuing a terrorism investigation. The incident underscores the importance of situational awareness in public spaces, especially during festive gatherings. On the topic of preparedness, experts continue to highlight the threat posed by electromagnetic pulses, EMP, and geomagnetic disturbances, GMD. These events, whether man-made or natural, could severely disrupt critical infrastructure such as the electrical grid, communications, and water systems. While the likelihood of an EMP attack is considered low, the consequences would be catastrophic, potentially leaving millions without power for extended periods. It is advised to keep small electronics protected in Faraday bags or metal containers to shield against electromagnetic energy and to maintain general readiness for prolonged outages. Lastly, civil unrest and protests continue around the nation with numerous demonstrations scheduled in various cities over the coming days. Members are reminded to maintain high situational awareness when attending or in proximity to public gatherings. Know the exits and report any suspicious activities promptly to authorities and the ISAT team. For your weather update, unsettled conditions persist in the Pacific Northwest and Northern California, with heavy rain and snowfall in the Cascades. A G3 strong geomagnetic storm is currently underway. Severe weather potential exists across portions of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys into the central Gulf Coast, while much colder temperatures will arrive in the upper Midwest later this week. Windy conditions and scattered precipitation continue through the Northeast, and fire weather concerns remain elevated in the central and southern high plains and the upper Midwest. Looking ahead, the American Contingency South Region Adventure Challenge will take place November 7th through 9th at the Boy Scout Camp in Milburn, Oklahoma. This event offers hands-on training in preparedness skills and is open to all members interested in enhancing their readiness and survival capabilities. Members can access the American Contingency members-only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
So this week we've been talking about what makes ReadyCorps different. Families first, neighbors connected, and teams working together. But today I want to step back and look at the bigger picture. Because when you add all that up, something powerful starts to happen. You don't just get stronger communities, you start to rebuild something we've all been missing: a real hometown. A real hometown is not about geography. It's about belonging. It's the feeling that you're surrounded by people who know you, trust you, and care enough to show up when things get tough. And the truth is, that used to be normal. Every small town and city block in this country used to have that built in. People watched out for each other because they knew each other. Then, somewhere along the line, we started outsourcing community. We traded front porches for privacy fences, and neighbors for usernames, and local connections for convenience. And now, when trouble hits, whether it's a storm, a power outage, or personal crisis, too many people don't know who to call or where to go. That's what ReadyCorps is going to change. Strong families are the foundation. Prepared neighborhoods are the framework. And when you put those together, what you build is a real hometown, the kind of place where people care, communicate, and contribute. That's not nostalgia, it's national recovery. A real hometown doesn't need a sign on the city limits either. It starts with connection right where you are. When you and your neighbors take ownership of your block, then your street, then your town, that's culture building. And that's why this work matters far beyond preparing. We're not just building readiness, we're rebuilding trust. We're building something beyond geographic boundaries that will span generations. When people talk about the America they miss, they're talking about the America we're going to rebuild through ReadyCorps. Real hometowns aren't gone. They're just waiting for people willing to do the work of reconnecting, like you. All right, this weekend, take one small action that makes your community feel more like a hometown. Wave to your neighbors. Start a conversation. Offer help to someone new. The smallest gestures create the strongest ties. All right, when we get back together tomorrow, we'll bring it all together for the word of the week and talk about how all of these pieces fit into the bigger ReadyCorps picture. Well, that's it for today's AmCon Daily Brief. Thanks for listening. Members, check out today's resources on the members-only website or on your phone app. If you're not a member yet, head over to AmericanContingency.com and start building real resilience today. If you found this helpful, share this podcast with someone you care about. I'm Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.